What up, fam? Guys, I'm bringing you another video, right? But this one is crazy, bro. A guy lost his life, and the police got arrested, and they put him behind bars, right? Over a beer. A freaking beer! Can you believe that shit? Over a beer. Over a freaking beer. Unbelievable. Let's get to it. I guess he stole the beer from the gas station?
I was messing with my door.
What's up?
I was messing with my door window.
Okay, what's the deal with the people inside? With the beer in your hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
I walked out with a beer in my hand.
Okay.
Look at your camera. He said, I'm going to check the camera. I said, check the camera.
So you went inside with the beer?
Yeah.
Okay, can I get your ID real quick so I can go talk to them and check the video out?
I don't have my ID on me. You know what I'm saying? That's why the whole thing is that I wanted to buy a pack of cigarettes. I didn't have my ID on me. My stuff had gotten stolen on the ground, right?
Okay.
So I was trying to show him, like, look, I have beer.
Yeah.
I have a digital, you know what I'm saying? I have to keep the beer means that I'm 21. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and then he said that, and he started acting like
He said, you know what I mean? No, look, I don't know what you mean.
they're gonna come and look at their drivers.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet, so I mean, bear with me.
You're gonna see. You're gonna go in there and look.
Where's the beer at right now?
Honestly, I don't even know. I was pissed off. I was walking.
What's your name, man? Pete?
Yeah.
What's your last name, Pete? Huh? E-Z-E-R?
Police later identify the man seen here as 36-year-old Presley Eze, who allegedly tries to identify himself by a different name.
So that's your ID? Out of Texas or what? I can't hear you, man. Okay. Yeah,
He got two Hispanics. He got this Hispanic in the front and another Hispanic in the back, and him. What the fuck are they doing? Drinking and probably getting cooked out. Sorry, I ain't supposed to say that. My bad.
Let me get real quick.
They probably on that shit.
I mean,
you can tell, man.
If he's in the wrong, he's in the wrong. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know. I could be wrong. But he looks like it.
What was
Watch
the
out, he
beer
not
noise?
out in a minute.
Budweiser, the 16 ouncer or
And they close
40
his
ounce
eyes
or what?
and shit like he falling asleep.
Alright, hang tight. Let me go in there, see what I got in there, and I'll be right back, okay? Don't take off, obviously I got your ID. Simple as that. I'll be back. What's up? I'll see if he wants to. I can't make him, you know that. But let me go talk to them, alright? Did he come in with that or not? Because he's claiming he did. Did he come in with it or not? Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, so who did you hand the beer off to when you came outside? Him? Because they said you passed off the beer when you came outside.
Oh yeah. I don't even want it.
I apologize.
Yeah, as soon as I get somebody over here, I'm gonna go in there and check them out, alright? So hang tight, okay?
The officer, identified as 39-year-old Brad Lunsford, heads back to his patrol car to check the man's information. When police said nothing came back on that name the passenger provided.
I guess he in the back of the head.
Also, I can go buy cigarettes.
Hang tight. Let me talk to them and get things figured out, okay? Where do you have an ID out of, Pete? Out of where? I can't hear you. Connecticut? Like I said, I'm waiting for somebody here so I can go inside and check out the cameras. I understand that. I'm in the same boat. I'm standing outside my car, man. I've got all this stuff on.
Bring me in there with you.
We don't need to go that route.
That's better than doing this.
We don't need to go that route right now. Spell your last name again for me, Pete.
E-S-E-R.
E-S-E-R. Out of Connecticut, right? What year? Alright.
He's stuck. He's stuck. He's stuck.
I understand the top, man.
Look, look, look. Here you go. Look.
As soon as he gets here, I'm going inside. We'll get this all sorted out. Alright?
I thought earning money from travel blogging was only reserved for big bloggers who'd been in the industry for years. Turns out I was completely wrong. As someone who's only...
Try your last name spelling of Edward Robert, and it's going to be out of Connecticut.
He probably has a warrant and don't want the police to know his real identity. But when
waits for backup to arrive before confronting the suspect.
don't matter. Why he gotta be a convict or something that his name got to be in the system? Like it's not because he haven't catch a case. The police don't think like that.
They went in there with the beer and had it.
Oh no, he's black. He be in jail. He gotta be in the
They have any
system.
camera footage. I just popped my in real quick to ask him. He came in with what they said he did. So as soon as he came, he passed me the pronounced license, positivity ID, and then I got the driver's ID. There's a guy in the back passenger, right side. So
You got another tough one. It makes it work.
Alright, Pete, do me a favor, I'm going to step out.
This is what he's called.
Step out for me, please.
No, I don't really want to get out.
Okay, I'm not asking you right now. Step out for me.
Hold on. Why?
No.
Can I know why?
Because you're not coming back on file, man.
Hey, step out of the car. Can I know why?
Because you're not coming back on file for me.
What does that mean?
Step out. You're not coming back on. You can't figure out who you are.
Listen.
Hey,
What do you mean you can't figure out who I am?
Because it's not coming back on file. You better come out now, dude.
Take my phone.
Hey,
Okay.
you gonna cooperate or what?
I'm going to cooperate.
Okay.
But
Put your stuff down and get out.
Can you stop holding me? Can you stop touching me?
I don't want you reaching for anything, man.
I'm not reaching.
As the situation begins to escalate, one officer later said he noticed a knife in the man's lap. Let's continue.
I'm not reaching for anything.
Okay, step out.
Okay. I'm not reaching for anything. I'm not reaching for anything.
Dude, stop.
Turn around. Okay. Turn around.
Hey, fuck,
This is what he's called.
stay in the fucking car.
Look at what's on?
Oh, he body slammed him.
As the three struggle on the ground, a gas station employee captures the altercation on his cell phone.
He wasn't grabbing the gun or nothing, bro. So why the other cop shot him in the head? Like, I don't get it.
Police
they're
said
fighting.
during the struggle, Presley
there.
allegedly grabbed one of the officer's tasers
He
seconds
got the
before Officer
taser, not the
Lunsford
gun.
pulled his service weapon and
shot him
shot
in
the
the head.
36-year-old in the head, killing him on scene.
Not in the body, in the arms, so in the head. You could tell he don't like blacks or something. In the head? Why in the head? You could have shot him in the leg. In the head,
You good?
know?
Not
But
hurt?
in the head?
Alright.
Like trying to take his life right there?
Open the door from the outside. Yeah, one right behind you. Alright.
We're going to be facing northbound on the gas station, northbound. Central Stage 555, University, and El Paso.
They're not showing when the cop shot him in the head, but the cop gave him a dome shot. Put the gun in the back of his head. Right there. And boom, right in the back. He gonna say it too. Yeah, I put my gun in the back of his head. And I shot one time. You know? And killed him right there and then. Why? Why? Why I got to be in the head though? That's crazy. That's why he's in prison. That's why I can't. I can deal with cops, man. The cops like that one.
No, we have.
Because in the head, they already know what they're gonna do. I'm gonna kill them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hurt them. I'm gonna shoot them in the head, not body, head.
As long as they're okay. Let me get photos of you.
Officer Lunsford checks on the other officer moments after the shooting before even more backup arrives.
Man, and look at how they treat the other guy too.
Brett.
The other Mexican guy. If you were two, I think. Two Mexican guys.
Okay, are you good?
Well, I don't know if the other guy's Puerto Rican, the one Mexican, and the black.
Did you shoot?
Right.
We can start setting up interviews.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and go over to my unit. How many shots were fired, bro? Just one? Anybody outstanding?
See? And the head.
No, we've got the two that were inside the vehicle. We got passenger out to detain him because he wasn't coming back on file for the shoplifting.
Okay, you don't need to tell me anything, man. You don't need to tell me anything. Just let's go to my unit. I'll stand by with you. Nobody else shot that you know of? No. Okay. That's my unit right there, man. You can stand by, you can sit down or whatever. Can you go check and make sure no one else shot? Because Brad's the only one who said he did.
Okay.
He said he fired once, that was it.
You're gonna stay with him?
Yeah.
Just for right now? What? Not for right now? No. You have any serious drugs, punch, slap? Get the 771, 743.
We're staging area for CID.
Can you face that way for me?
We're going to be setting it up next to the Econo Lodge.
He's like nothing, like he didn't do nothing wrong. You just took somebody's life for no reason because he was trying to grab the taser.
It's your union advice.
The taser's on the other side, the gun is on the other. You know what I'm saying? If you got the taser, you can fight somebody with a taser? You can tell the racist, bro. You can tell, bro, at the back, bro. He's racist, bro. I swear to God.
What actually makes a tool rollout succeed? Most companies think a rollout is just turning on a new system and sending out a training deck, but that's not.
Next, investigators head inside to speak with witnesses.
Go ahead. Did you guys see what happened?
I saw everything.
You saw everything? Did you see anything?
I didn't hear. I just saw the guy on the floor, like on top of the cop. After that, I heard a gunshot.
So, were you a little bit more composed and you're able to tell me what you saw?
Yes, I was watching the officer. I don't know who the officer. One was up on the night unit, the first one behind the subject's car.
Okay.
And I was watching him, and I told him, I looked at my coworker, and I said, he's backing up, something's going on, something spooked him. And that's why we have the people in the back. And so another unit showed up right behind that unit, and they were approaching the subject. The subject started fighting with the two officers. The male subject, the black subject, took him down, just wrestling, and I don't know if he was trying to go for the other officer's gun or he had him in a chokehold.
The initial officer?
Yes.
So the subject was on top of the officer?
Yes. And the other officer, I don't know if he was trying to go for the other officer's gun that he had in a chokehold or what, but the other officer just pulled out his gun.
So I was actually the one who called because he came in, tried to buy a pack of cigarettes. I told him I needed to see an ID.
That's stupid. Why are you asking grown men for IDs? I don't get it.
I saw him walk up to the
You look
car.
older than you.
He called another guy. The other guy came in. Same thing. I was like, sorry, I can't do it.
They look older. You can tell they're older than 18 or 21.
No issues. He walked out.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why ask grown people for IDs? I don't
I saw him go around the Ramada.
If you looked like a kid, okay.
He came out.
But grown? Come on.
Told him,
I don't even get asked for ID when I buy cigarettes at the store, blunts or whatever.
That's better for me. I don't.
And now that people told me I look young, you know what I'm saying?
I completely gave out on that. See, the first suspect.
He looks older than me, and I bet you he's younger.
But I know he doesn't have an ID. So I see him walk out. He actually walks out with a Budweiser. I go and I ask him, hey,
he's just a Budweiser, bro. $1 something beer got his life taken over a freaking beer.
Yeah, my boss is still here. She's like, no, just call the cops.
You took that man's life over a beer.
And I just went on about it, dealing with the customers. And all of that.
I never knew that a beer was more important than somebody's life. I never knew that. But I should not be surprised though. For real.
And then she comes in, she starts having issues to like pay.
That's a lawsuit, boy.
And all of a sudden I hear a gunshot.
Hopefully their family, if he got family, hopefully they put a lawsuit.
I went into panic mode for that.
That's bogus as hell right there.
Make sure I got him to the
He
back.
took his life over a beer.
I just completely.
And he had the money in his hands.
And you asked him to come back in, but he told.
He had $10, so he could have come back and just like, here, man.
The subject on the passenger side to take him out, and he was fighting with them. And we found out they were wrestling him down. They wrestled him down when something happened with one of the cops. I know he's bald, and it looked like he had him in a chokehold, had the officer in a chokehold. And the officer pulled out his service weapon and shot him. Because I think he was trying to pull that officer's gun, or the officer was already losing conscious. Like he was already going down. And the officer had no choice. He used deadly force.
Stop trying to lie, man.
Back out.
He tried to make it seem like the cop didn't have no choice because he was already in the floor attacked and the other guy, fucking no. That's bullshit. Don't try to make it seem like he was his fault. No, he was not. Even if he went for the taser, who gives a fuck? Y'all could have took that away. Come on, man. That's why y'all trained for that. You know what I'm saying?
Outside, detectives get a chance to speak with the driver.
You want to talk to me? Tell me what happened, Mark? I got to hear your side of the story of it, huh? Okay? Okay, so we're going to start slow and just kind of back up how we got here, okay? So you said there be earlier that, remember I tried to ask you this guy what his name was, and you said his name was Slim, right? Slim? They call him Slim? Okay. Where did you meet him at? Who's asking what?
They were asking for names. I gave them my name, and then they asked him for his.
Who's they?
The police.
The police officers? Why do you think the cops are talking to him?
No, because I guess he had an altercation. I didn't even realize that he had an altercation with the clerk about something about beer.
Something about beer with the clerk inside?
Yeah, so I didn't even know.
Over a beer.
He was like, hey, can we go? And I was like, dude, I'm trying to put this girlfriend on. He's like, well, the cops are here. I'm like, well, what's that have to do with us? Like, I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? So I then find out that, like, the cop walked up. He's like, so which one of y'all have an altercation with the guys inside? I'm like, I don't know. I was like, and he's like, and then he starts telling him, like, well, I had a beer, and when I got here, something like that, he went over or something, and him and like the clerk were like having words back and forth or something. I don't know. At this time, I'm messing with the door panel.
Did Slim pay for the beer?
He had it from earlier, yeah. So
no, but
he showed up with it. It wasn't. He didn't buy it here.
Oh, really?
He already had it. It was like it's a 3-pack of like 16
Let's rewind to shortly after the incident, when another officer detains the backseat passenger.
Trying to treat him so well. Look how he grabbed him. Look. What? Is that necessary? He's telling him too. What the fuck?
Stop! Are you gonna be stupid?
Look at this.
What are you talking about?
They're racist, bro. When it comes to Hispanics and blacks, bro. It's like they hate them, bro. They hate us, bro, for no reason. They feel like
you keep pulling away.
United States belong to them.
No,
you know, like
you keep acting up.
It's not for Hispanics or black. It's just supposed to be white. Like what the fuck? That's how I feel, bro. Cause look how they treating these people.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Huh? Where is this unit? I'm not sure where it is. There's men's units all down the street.
good, man?
Fucking garbage ass fucking cussing himself.
Yeah, mine's all the way in the street, dude. Or, no, I'll take him in the street, dude.
Goofy.
Those are mine, dude.
I don't got nothing for you, boy.
Here are 65 AI tools you have to know if you want to make a sale.
Yeah, I'll pass. Monday CRM lets you manage your...
What are you on?
What am I on?
Yeah. Are you on those pills that are in your bag?
What are you on?
Why were you acting stupid? Your friend just got shot, and you're acting the way you were acting.
No, honestly.
Okay, so you come out with your hands down and not being cooperative.
They were up. My hands were up. I swear, my hands were up, man.
Later that night, another potential witness approaches police.
You had a question, and so you decided to cross the tape.
Look how they treat this
one. Your question? Okay.
I was in a gas station, I think, when the guy.
Did anybody speak to you?
No. Was it a black male that got shot?
So you said you were there, right?
I seen him.
He don't even want to tell him.
There was a guy stealing beer when I was there.
Until he hear that he's with the police, then he's okay.
My truck for like 10 minutes.
No.
And he was acting goofy, and then he went around the building.
Okay.
I was just wondering.
Give us 1 second. We'll
you see how the whole thing changed when he started? First, when he walked into it, like, oh, you had to fucking walk through the thing to come over here, da 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 da. Because he thought he was going to defend the black dude, whatever. And he started saying some shit about the police. But when he started talking about the black dude, saying he was acting goofy, okay. Now you can, I'll bring somebody to talk to you. I can't stand the police.
And I watched the guy that attended question him if it's the same guy.
Okay.
Days later, Officer Lunsford sits down with investigators and tells his side of the story.
Going back to
look at how scared
when
he
we
is.
tried
Look
to
at him.
get him out to detain him, he pulls
Scared.
back and he's
Scared.
he's on his phone and he's acting like he's recording. I don't know whether or not he is recording, so I don't know what had changed from the time he was offering himself to be detained to when we went to detain him. He no longer wanted to be detained unless he was hiding something that he had a warrant out for his arrest. That's why he wasn't coming back on file. That's why he wasn't wanting to be coming back on file at all. So I'm not getting the return. And it keeps asking why, and he's not complying. Officer Art asks him, well, are you going to comply? He says, yeah, I'm going to comply, but he's not doing it. So as we're trying to get him out of the vehicle, you could see underneath that water can, he's got a knife on his lap. So Officer Arbogast goes to grab the knife as we're pulling him out. His arm hits Officer Arbogast's hand as he's trying to take him out. So we get him out of the vehicle, and he starts moving himself towards the back of the SUV. As he does that, he grabs the rear passenger door.
You see how tough they act in the street when they're messing with people, but when they come and talk to the big bosses, when they got it, explain why, what happened and everything. Look at how he's talking, so scared and so nice. Why he don't talk like that to them?
Door handle and tries to open it.
So scared.
And there's the right rear passenger. So
you can be nice all you want. You're gonna yell.
The rear passenger to stay inside the vehicle, which he does. So we're trying to maintain control of the suspect, and like I said, due to his size, it was
but you're trying
not possible for us to do. His arms are up towards the top of the SUV on points where I can reach him. I grab onto his belt at one point to try to maintain some type of control because that was the only thing available
when he said
to
he
me
put the
to
gun
try
on
to hold
the
on
back
to.
of his head. Dang.
So Officer Arbogast, he wraps his arms around the suspect's waist, so his back is towards Officer Arbogast, and
he body slammed him. That's why he was on top of the other cop.
He falls back with the suspect.
He didn't fall. He trying to body slam him
on the ground. Suspect lands on top of Officer Arbogast.
Trying to lie.
The suspect kind of rolls up in a ball from the momentum of being thrown back. So all his weight is on top of Officer Arbogast. So after they fall to the ground, the suspect flips around on top of Officer Arbogast, and he's mounted him at this point. And as we're struggling to try to control him, which we're not really being able to do,
cause y'all weak.
Saying, stop it, and
y'all weak.
Voice, not frantic, he's not trying to get up and run away or.
Come on, you got 2 to 3 cops right there, and you're gonna tell me that y'all couldn't fucking stop him? 2 cops. And y'all can stop. Y'all should not even be cops. I'm sorry. But you should not even be a cop.
Anything like that. He's
2 people cannot stop
holding
one?
himself down on top of Officer Arbogast. So I've got both my arms trying to pull him off of him.
Where you at in your training?
He's not moving. He's pushing down on Officer Arbogast. At one point, he hits him in the face.
Goofy.
Trying to create distance between him and Officer Arbogast.
Whatever, dude.
And I could see him from where I'm at standing behind.
Still going to jail, buddy.
Standing behind both of them. That he's now looking at Officer Arbogast.
You didn't have to do that shit.
He first reaches down to the gun side of his belt, and he can't get anything from there, so he keeps, as we're trying to fight to control him, he's still looking down at his belt. He sees the taser. I can see out of the corner of his eye how he's looking at it. He sees the taser handle. Obviously, it's bright yellow, so he can see it fairly easy, and it's on the opposite side of his gun, so the taser handle is out towards the suspect. So he tries to take it once, and he's not able to. And then the second time he tries to take it, he ends up taking the taser. I say taser once as it pulls the taser from Officer Arbogast's holster, and he's holding it up, and he's trying to work the safety. I can actually see his fingers trying to work the safety of the taser. So I say taser once as he has it.
He lying.
And at that point, it wasn't a struggle to try to detain him. It was a struggle for Officer Arbogast's life and my life at that point. That was my concern, was he was going to use that taser to severely injure Officer Arbogast or to incapacitate him to try to
Y'all
gain
can
access
take a fucking shot like everyone
to
else.
his gun, because that's what he initially went for. So I knew that the situation wasn't going to be a good ending if it went any further. So I had to end up taking my duty weapon out. I put it to the back of his head. The suspects, I was still cognizant of where Officer Arbogast was, because I was concerned for his safety. So I ended up placing it directly to the back of his head, downward and to the right, to avoid shooting Officer Arbogast in the process. I fired 1 round into the back of his head.
Why in the back of his head? Why?
Officer Arbogast. I yell out to Officer Arbogast because he does it. He says, "What?" He's trying to figure out what's going on. I yell out, "Took your taser," and he gets out from underneath him. We back up.
That was not a reason to take that man's life. It wasn't.
Because we still have the driver and the rear passenger inside of the vehicle. So we're kind of standing out in the open, and so I eventually tell Officer Arbogast, let's go to my unit so we have some type of cover. We still don't,
Special agents with the New Mexico Attorney General's office later concluded that now former officer Brad Lunsford's use of force was, quote, not reasonable under the circumstances, and that other, less lethal options could have been used. Brad was charged with voluntary manslaughter and later found guilty by a jury. However, before facing sentencing that investigators said could have resulted in up to 9 years in prison, Brad was granted a new trial by a judge.
You know what I'm saying? Like 9 years for manslaughter they're gonna give him, and now he waiting for court because thought it was too much years for that. So now he's waiting on another court. He's gonna get slammed, bro. Like, he didn't have to do that. All he had to do was take the other thing and shock him. You know what I'm saying? But he was so scared to get, I don't know, man. He should have never been a cop. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoy watching the video, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Like the video, man, and leave your thoughts in the comment for me, guys. Alright? I hope you guys have a nice night, guys. God bless. I'm out, guys. Stay safe. Peace.